Saw this while browsing the day's news. This video was supposedly taken in 2006. I wonder how many more of the giants have come out of hibernation since then? What appears to be a giant man was captured on video in northern Afghanistan in a region known to be home to so-called giants or Anunnaki in both modern and ancient stories. A video published on YouTube in the winter of 2006 reveals what appears to be an 8-foot-tall man standing on the side of the road next to another young man who appears to be only 2/3 the height of the giant. In July 2016, recent articles confirmed encounter between Marines and red-haired giants in Afghanistan cave during a mission in Kandahar. The first legend being told is that the soldiers cornered something in a cave, a being that was at least 12 to 15 feet tall and cannibalistic. It came to be known as the Kandahar giant. This giant was described as having a red beard and scarlet red hair. A supposed witness of the event said that one soldier was skewered by the giant while they laid down fire. According to this soldier, the government did not divulge this encounter and he believed that it was because giants do not fit into the way we explain our world. Steve Quayle and GEN6 Productions made a mini-doc about this event, interviewing a soldier who was on the team that encountered the giant. Although he remained anonymous, he said the giant took about 30 seconds to kill by gunfire to the head and face area. The height was 12 to 15 feet tall and the weight estimated to be 1,100 pounds by the transport team who flew him on the C-130 back to the United States, presumably for research. Also, it is said the giant had a terrible musky smell to it. Like a man who hadn't showered in 10 years, says the pilot. He also wore canvas or wrapped skin around his feet as a sort of moccasin-type shoe. Obviously it can make us think about Nephilim. But who were the Nephilim? The heart of the matter lies in the ancient accounts of the Nephilim and their offspring, who and what they really were, what they did, where they are now, what their agenda is, and so on. Conclusions about the nature of the Nephilim, as borne out by quotes from the Book of Enoch, as well as the books of Jude and Revelation, present a remarkable picture, as do the actual mentions in the original Old Testament of the Nephilim, Anakim, Anunna/Anunnaki, Rephaim, and Rapha, along with others descended from Nephilim forebears. In fact, the traditional Hebrew view is that the Rapha, meaning, interchangeably, irrevocably dead, evil spirits, demons, and giants, are the spirits of the half-angelic Nephilim offspring that were killed in the great cataclysm we remember as the Flood. This is not a tall tale, but a truth of which Christ and his disciples were aware. This is why they quoted from the Book of Enoch. We might think we know the truth about Earth's ancient history, but it isn't so. Whistleblower Corey Good claims to have spent 20 years enrolled in secret space programs and covert government operations. During this period, he witnessed a multitude of extremely bizarre events and visited places we never even knew existed. One of the most interesting of them was an underground chamber where ancient giants were being kept in suspended animation, since times immemorial. According to Good, the chamber was constructed by the ancient builder race, and the hibernating giants were the last of their kind. Several of these giants were kept inside crystal pods, in a death-like state. But they were not dead. At the time of its disappearance, this civilization possessed technological capabilities that far surpass our own. The stasis chambers were a testament to their progress, as they employed crystal technology that allegedly altered the flow of time. 30,000 years could pass, but for the crystal capsule's occupant, it would only seem like 30 minutes. The technology to create and maintain time bubbles is something humans aspire to one day possess, but, according to Good, it has been present on Earth for thousands of years. This ancient builder technology is so far beyond even what most of these 4th, 5th density ETS use that some of these beings want to get their hands on it. It's multidimensional technology. The underground cavern was no secret to the shadow government Good claimed to have worked for. In fact, it was discovered sometime during the 19th century. There was this one location that, back in the 1800s even, people were going from certain, I guess people would call them Illuminati or other elite groups, they were going to visit this one area that was kind of like a grotto, or an underground cave. It went up about 90 feet and it was covered, they had coated it in some sort of pitch black material. And there was an ancient script language that was around on the inside that they had mostly deciphered. There also were 3 sarcophagi in kind of a Y-shaped formation on the floor. In between the 3 sarcophagi was a cube-shaped pedestal holding a blue glowing crystal matrix with like a spider web connecting it to the 4 corners, suspending it. Good said this crystal was responsible for creating and maintaining the time bubble. The 3 giant caskets held 3 very tall beings, or large, giant humans with reddish beards and pale white skin.